Hey, good morning everybody. Jeff Evely here. It's a nice mild morning out on the Atlantic coast. Check out the sneakers update. They got wet again while I was walking on the grass today. It's not as damp out here today as it was yesterday, but I still think that's noteworthy. And as you may have noticed, I've been doing the media blitz over the course of the last week, ever since I got my fine last Friday for $28,872.50 for going on a brief walk through a dense patch of woods under the supervision of 3 conservation officers in defiance of Tim Hewson's ban on me entering the woods. And some people have been reaching out to me and asking when I'm going to organize a protest, and what I've been saying to them is that I'm not really in a position to organize a protest right now. I have done quite a bit of organizing in the past, but right now this fine marks 3 matters that I now have before the courts. I'm still wrapping up some loose ends from the last election, so I'm swamped. I'm doing the media blitz and I'm swamped. But if you want to organize a protest, I would absolutely encourage you to do so. If you would like me to be a spokesperson or to endorse you, we'll have a look at your plans, and if everything looks good, then we're in business. So I would encourage you to take that action. And also, I was asked by Rick Walker on Maverick Media last night what my intention was in posting the video of me receiving the fine. And what I've been saying is that part of what I'm trying to do is put the civil back in civility, but the other part is I want to show people that you as an individual have power. You know, our elites want you to think that you don't have any power as an individual, but you are absolutely powerful. You don't need a massive group of people to go to a certain place on a certain day in order to have an impact. You can have an impact yourself, engaging with a process within the system, as I am, going to court with these people, and that has teeth. I'm not even sure if they're listening to us when we protest anymore, but a courtroom procedure has teeth. So I would encourage people to find ways to get into the system, to get a paper trail going, so that whatever process you're engaged in holds these people's feet to the fire. That's my message there. And the other thing that I was asked yesterday that was noteworthy was by Carla Treadway on her podcast. She was asking, where are all the men right now? When are the men going to rise up? And what I told her is, it's like, we're still here. We've always been here, but we've been subjected to a decades-long campaign of denigration and marginalization of men. And in my view, it is a psychological operation. It's a Marxist operation. It's essentially psychological warfare, and it's for the purpose of getting men to stand down. That's what our enemies want us to do. They want men to stand down. You know, chivalry is dead, and women killed it. So, ladies, if you want your men to rise up, then I suggest, you know, like, we're just men. So show us a little bit of love, a little bit of appreciation for the unique contribution that men make to their society, because they've been told their whole lives that they have no unique contribution to make. And guys, what I would say to you is that your true heritage has been hidden from you. They don't teach philosophy in schools, and that's who we really are. We are the people of the Enlightenment. And what I do every day when I get up in the morning, I make my coffee and I sit down and I read a few pages out of the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. This is the private journal of one of the greatest men in history. He was the last good emperor of Rome, and basically everything fell apart after he died, just like in Gladiator. So what I find so remarkable about it, what it does for me, is he's coaching himself in the morning. And what I take from his writing is that his struggles are my struggles. He suffers from all the same fears and all the same anxieties that I do, because it's part of the human condition. It's part of being a man. And, you know, courage is the act of overcoming that fear and doing the right thing anyway. So that's what I hope people will do, is that they will marshal their courage right now. And, you know, I opened the Meditations this morning with my coffee, and the first passage that I read, it was like it leapt off the page at me, and it said, waste no more time arguing over what a good man ought to be, and be one.